welcome to a brand new speed build. Today is a very special day, not just because it's a modern build, which I almost never do, but because it's a collab with not one, but two wonderful simmers. So it's a collab with both Winter Wolf and Cattsiopeia, I think is maybe how you pronounce the name. I'm not sure. I'm so sorry, but that's how it's gonna be pronounced now, because I am not sure if that's how you pronounce it, and I'm gonna pronounce it like that, so I'm so sorry. But anyways, a couple of weeks ago, I tweeted out, it's been like over a month now, I tweeted out like, anyone want to collab? And that's actually how my collab with, I talked about this in my collab with Retro Sims, because it was from the same tweet, that we kind of got in touch as well, and both Cattsiopeia and Winter Wolf, like answered like, hey, I'd be down for a collab or something, I'd be down for a collab basically, and then because both of them had messaged me, I was like, would both of you like be down to do one, like all three of us like together, because I thought that might be fun, because then we all got to know each other a little better, I guess, and they said yes, they said that they would love to, so that's what we did, and when we were thinking about like what type of collab we wanted to do, don't question me on how I got this idea, because I really don't know, but I had this idea that maybe we can use like a generator or something, I don't know, just get some words, and then go off from those words and kind of build houses. So this is not like a house where I built like the exterior and they built the, like one did the interior or something like that, like no, this is one house. You're gonna get three houses, I guess. I don't know what the others have done, actually. I haven't seen it. They might have done a I don't know, a house, an apartment, I don't know, something. I'm really, really excited to see what they did. Like, really excited. But yeah, so we, like, basically, I just thought that maybe it would be fun to, like, kind of go off from the same thing and see what everyone created with, like, the same words. And that's what we did. So, Winter Wolf actually sound like, kind of knew a lot about this. I don't know, it seemed like she knew how to, like, what generators and stuff like that to use. So she got to do the things. I don't really know. And so she put into, because we were talking on Twitter, and she put into our like chat the words she had gotten, and she had like 3 options, and we picked the first option actually, which was futuristic, entertainment, and dinner. So with that, then we just went in our separate ways and did whatever we wanted to. If that makes any sense. I don't know if it does at all, but yeah, and this is what I ended up doing. I don't know. I felt like, obviously, I think the obvious thing maybe to do is a restaurant, which I could have done, and maybe one of the others did that. That would be kind of fun to do that. But I wasn't really in the mood to build a restaurant or anything like that, so I just decided to do a chef's home. Why did I say it like that? A chef's home. I don't know why I pronounced it like that before. I'm sorry. But I decided to do a chef's home, which, like, it doesn't have to be a chef living here. It's just because of the dinner part, and I just thought that. And so, yeah. And, like, building a futuristic house is hard. Like I mentioned in basically the first thing I said in this video was because that I normally don't do a lot of modern builds. I mean, I have done a few, and you're getting one kind of modern-ish, not really, but kind of thing, I think next week. I don't know. I think so. I don't know. I'm kind of pre-recording and everything is a blur. But, yeah. Anyways, so I had to look up some reference pictures on Pinterest, and I just searched, like, futuristic house or anything like that. And I searched both Pinterest and just, like, Google, and almost all houses with, like, all houses that were futuristic had, like, curved walls, and I was talking to, I think, like, I posted, like, a progress picture or something like that, of this house, like, my current work in progress or something like that, on Instagram, and then Winter Wolf, like, DM'd me, like, answered it, and it was like, yeah, all of my reference pictures too, like, has, like, curved walls, and it's like, I don't know why that's, like, a futuristic thing, and obviously in Sims, you can't do that, but you can. Like, there's so many amazing and talented people out there. I follow some on Instagram and Twitter, that are, like, so talented. I'm sorry if you can hear my computer, but they are so talented. Like, it's insane, and they can do, like, curved walls and stuff like that. I cannot. I am not that, like, I'm not creative. Kind of creative, but not really. So I was just like, what am I gonna do? So I was just kept looking at reference pictures. So this is kind of like a, I don't know, one big thing from a lot of reference pictures. So I don't have like just one that I can pop up on the screen. Like there's a lot. But I don't know. I thought I would add a little bit like, I don't know, element-ish, a futuristic thing was with the diagonal piece. But it's not really futuristic either. Like, I don't know. I don't even know if I actually did a futuristic thing, but we're gonna say that I did because I kind of like this build. Like, I'm kind of proud of this build, and we're gonna keep it that way. And as for the entertainment part, I kind of just made it more of like an open floor plan and had like a lot of seating area because this house is only for like one. Or like, I guess, like, I was thinking there's like a single sim or like a couple, probably like a couple living here, and then they have like a spare bedroom, but when I was decorating the spare bedroom, it kind of became like a teens room, kind of, so you can have whoever you want living here, but like, it's not a big house for like a big family, so I was thinking more like, they have a big living room and like a big dining table and stuff like that just because they like to entertain, they like to have a lot of friends over and like people and, you know, like to have a lot of people over, I guess, so yeah. But if you are coming from Cattsiopeia or Winter Wolf's YouTube channel. Hi, I'm Mal. I post videos normally on Sundays. And I'm sorry, my computer is going insane. I'm sorry if you can hear that. But I normally post videos on Sundays and Wednesdays. Obviously, this is going out on a Thursday because that kind of fit with their upload schedule because both of them uploads on Thursdays, so I was just like, well, we can upload them, like, it's fine for me. And then if I have time, I upload extra videos on Fridays, but normally it's just 2 speed builds a week. Well, actually, Sundays is like I always upload on Sundays, and then if I have time, I do a Wednesday video, and then if I have more time, I do a Friday video. So yeah. But so if you're coming from them, hi, welcome. We would love to hear you. I mean, in the comments, yes, but I was going to say we would love to have you here. I don't know, I can't speak. It's almost 12 o'clock, like 12 o'clock in night, like a.m. Like it's almost midnight. I should not be recording this right now. I'm kind of like really tired as well. I should not be recording this right now. I'm sorry. But of course, I didn't mention this before. I should have mentioned this like the first thing I did. Both of their videos and channels will be linked down below and you should go and check them out. They are amazing and so nice. Like they're so nice and I've had so much fun with this and just go and check them out and go and show them some love, and I will link to their channels and the videos, both of them, like for the collab, and then from there you can kind of find their Twitter and Instagram and whatever. I think both of them stream as well. I know the Winter Wolf kind of streams like, I think she said that she doesn't do it like she doesn't have like a set schedule or anything like that, but she does it like kind of sporadically, and then Cattsiopeia, I think last week, she was doing a lot of streams because she was a part of the, I don't really know what it was, just I know that she mentioned it a lot and I like got into some of her streams about it, but it was like the little sympathy thing where they were raising money for able gamers, which was amazing, and yeah, I popped into some of her streams about that, but yeah, so you can find their Twitch as well, if you want to. I don't stream, I would love to, but at the same time, like, I think that would stress me out, like, so much. But also I need to get like another mic for that because this mic could not do streaming, not because like it wouldn't, like obviously it could, it's just it picks up a lot of sounds from like the surrounding areas and you would be able to hear everything going around my house, and I had to edit, like I have to stop when I'm doing voiceovers, I have to sometimes stop and like just wait out a dog barking or like, I don't know, my cousin talking or like my parents talking or like my brother screaming, because he's playing games and he screams along when he's playing games, but like there's just a lot of things happening in my house, so I had to get another mic, and then also I don't know if I would want to. I think I would want to, I don't know if anyone would actually watch, so I don't stream, but you should definitely go and check them out. And yeah, I feel like I talked a lot of nonsense and I might have to like redo this voiceover once I'm like editing it. I don't know if I'm going to edit it directly after I'm recording it. I might, but I'm not sure. I can't decide, because I won't be able to do it tomorrow because tomorrow is Halloween. Today it's Saturday for me. I'm recording this a little bit in advance. Because I need to like this entire week, I'm on fall break now, so this entire week, like the week this is going out, basically all I'm gonna do, and I tweeted about this, basically all I'm gonna do is pre-record for the next month. Like, I have to do all voiceover, like, everything has to be, like, uploaded to YouTube by the end of this week for the rest of November, because I have a lot of exams and stuff and like that going on. Like, I won't be able to do any videos basically the entirety of November, and then I also need to study because I have all the exams and everything like that, so it's just a lot. So that's why I'm recording this a little bit in advance. But tomorrow is Halloween, and I won't be able to work on any videos because me and my cousin are having a movie marathon. Like, we're basically gonna start from like when we wake up, which might not even, like, we will probably like start at like 10 a.m. or like 11 a.m. or something like that. But we got candy, we got monsters because I will fall asleep otherwise. And we got some other like things to eat and stuff like that, and we're just gonna have a movie marathon. We're gonna watch a lot of scary movies, which is like, I don't watch scary movies. I don't. Like, before this year, I had watched maybe one scary movie or like horror movie or whatever. This year I have watched quite a few already, like quite a few, I mean like 3 or 4, maybe more, but tomorrow on Halloween we're watching a lot. Like, she has a list because my cousin really, really loves like scary movies and horror movies, like that's her favorite genre, I'm pretty sure, and I was just like, I'm going to do it for you. So I'm doing it as well, so wish me luck. Well, I mean, you're watching this after the fact, but yeah, I'm a little bit scared because I know we're watching Conjuring. I think maybe, I don't know if we're watching all of them or just, I don't know, some of them. We're also watching, I think, I don't know which other ones we're watching, but this, like, previously this year, because, like, before this year I hadn't watched, like, I watched, like, one, like I mentioned before, and then in, I think, February, before she moved here, we watched, when she was like visiting me, I've watched all of them with her and my other cousin, which is kind of weird, but the other one, then we watched it, like both chapter 1 and 2, because it was, like, they're not scary per se, like, I don't think a lot of these movies are like scary, but yeah, I really like the It movies. It just, again, it's not really my thing, but they're good, I guess. They were fine, I guess. I don't really know. And then this summer we watched all of the Fear Street movies that came onto Netflix, which, like, I don't know if they're not scary. I don't think they can be very graphic. So, if you're not like okay, I'm not gonna say like an age because, I mean, I'm under 18. I'm 17, if you didn't know, but I'm under 18, but I'm okay with like when things are over like 18 and over, like I'm fine with that. Like, it doesn't gross me out or creep me out or anything like that. And it's the same thing with like in, like, if I'm like at Discord and stuff like that, and where it's like, please state if you're like under 18, I'm like, yeah, I'm under 18, but I'm comfortable with like over 18 discussions, like I'm totally fine with that. So I'm not gonna say like an age because it's up to you, you know what you can do, but if you're not okay with like seeing kind of graphical stuff, like people's head going into a meat grinder or whatever it's called, I'm sorry if that creeped you out. Don't watch the Fear Street movies, but they're not scary per se. They're really, really good. I've never watched Stranger Things, but they kind of give that vibe from what I can tell, and I really like them. They were amazing. They're not really scary, but they're great. And the more I think about the Fear Street movies, the more I fall in love with them. Like, we watched them when they came out, I think in July, I think so, because they kind of came out, they're 3 movies, and they follow, I think there's like, what was it, 1994, I think the first one is, and then it's 1970 something, sometimes in the 70s, and then it's like 1666 or whatever it was, I don't remember, but there's like basically like 3 different years it's set, but it's kind of this, kind of the same people, and not really, I don't want to spoil it, but it's kind of like the same story, and it's amazing. You should check them out if you really like those types of movies, I guess. I don't know, again, like, I don't watch scary movies, so I don't know if they actually count as scary movies, but they're definitely good. They're kind of like a teenage, I definitely think that they're like teenage movies, but I don't know. Anyway, so we watched them, and then yesterday, I think, yesterday when I'm recording this, so Friday, last week for you, if you're watching this the week it comes out. I'm sorry, this is very confusing, I think. I'm sorry. We watched, me and my cousin and my aunt we watched Nightmare on Elm Street, and that was like the 2010 version. That was amazing. Was I creeped out? Yes. But I wasn't scared. Actually I did kind of yell because there's not really jump scares in it, I guess, but it was just kind of like what? No. And I was like sitting the entire time being like, no, don't do that. That's also like, people in horror movies are always like the stupidest people. Like, they're the stupidest people. But yeah, that's why I can't do edit the voiceover tomorrow. That was basically, I think, I don't know, more than 5 minute explanation for why I can't edit the voiceover tomorrow. I'm sorry. If you're new here, if you're from Winter Wolves or Cattsiopeia's channel, I was going to say this is not what it's like, but it is. I'm always this chaotic. I am a chaotic bisexual who loves The Sims and who has, I don't know, just a chaotic life, I guess. I have a lot of things going on today. Or not today, this month. Like I said before, exams, things. Ugh. I don't know. But yeah, I was going to say, we're now moving on to the interior, but we have been doing the interior for the past, like, 5 minutes. I just had been talking over it. I'm sorry. But the interior is, like, very, very white. And that's because when I was looking at reference pictures, again, for futuristic homes, all of the interior was, like, they were really, really white. Like, that was the only, like, they were just white. So I decided to kind of go for that as well. But I didn't want it to be, like, just white. So I did add, like, some, like, lighter wood tones or whatever you would call them. And, like, I don't know. Just, they're not just completely white, I guess. But the living room area is really, really big. It's the kind of, the majority of the diagonal piece that's kind of out from the house. And it's kind of big. It's kind of big. It's kind of a big living room, but I think it made it work. I used the sectional sofas from Dream Home Decorator, I think, and then I added some, like, quote-unquote pillows. They're not pillows, but, yeah, I think they're the meditation pillow stool thing, that came with the Spot 8 update, and I used them as a pillow, just because these sofas, like, they look so bare without pillows or anything, so I just wanted to add that, and I did, and yeah, you can't really do anything about that now. I'm sorry, I'm very snappy today, but yeah, so, yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Also, I don't know why this video ended up being, like, 28 minutes. It has no right to be that long. It is, and you're gonna have to, like, just be here with me talking for, like, I think the speed build itself is like 25 and a half minutes maybe, and then there's a lot of screenshots, so that's why. But yeah. So you're just gonna have to be here with me rambling, and me talking nonsense, which is not, like, nothing new if you haven't been here before. But yeah, I also, like, I really, really like the pond area that I did. At first, I was just going to have this, I was not going to have the pond, but then, I did the exterior once before I recorded it, so that was kind of why the exterior came together pretty quickly. Not really, but kind of quickly-ish. Quicker than it was the first time I did it, because that was a nightmare. But yeah, and I decided to use I decided to use what they called, like, the terrain manipulation, that's what it's called, the terrain tool. I never use it. I hate the terrain tool. Mostly just because I can't really make it work for me. Like, it's kind of hard to make it work sometimes. I mean, I do use it when I'm doing ponds, because I've been starting to love, like, I don't know, I've been starting to love doing ponds since that update came this summer, but I don't know, I love ponds, but like, in general, the terrain tool, I don't like it at all. I'm sorry, every time I say I don't like it, I just think of the Chris Evans thing. Like, I think I said it in one of my other videos recently, or another voiceover or something like that, and I said, like, I don't like it, like, several times, and when I was editing it, the only thing I could think about was the Chris Evans, I don't like it. I'm sorry, it's so funny. That was so out of context as well. Like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. But that's all I'm thinking about. But anyway, I don't like using the terrain tool. It does not make sense to me. So I'm surprised that I used it for this one, but I did really like the fact that it was like elevated, and I did really want, also I didn't talk about this when I was doing the exterior, I suck today, I'm sorry, but basically I wanted the landscaping and everything like that to blend in with the surrounding areas, because this does not make sense. It's just I was kind of lazy when I was doing the landscaping, just because I didn't really want it to look out of place in this world, which is, it's built in Windenburg, by the way, but I didn't want it to look out of place, so I decided to do the landscaping that's basically just around the lot, and then I kind of liked using like the rocks and everything like that to make it look like it's really in the nature, that's not right, I'm sorry, in nature. And yeah, I don't know, I really like that, just because I feel like this is gonna be so weird and I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, but I kind of feel like us wanting to like preserve nature and everything like that is very futuristic in my opinion, because like we have started to like realize like, oh, we should not be like abusing nature, I'm sorry, what? We should not be like taking nature for granted, and like kind of start to, I don't know, preserve nature, I guess, in a way, with like global warming and everything like that. So that's kind of what I thought. I don't know, is that an excuse? Yes. Is it a good excuse? Probably not. Am I gonna go with it? Yeah. So yeah. Also, there's 2 bathrooms in this house. I only showed you one, like I always do. And that's downstairs, and then there's also an ensuite to what I was thinking was the master bedroom, but like I said before, this house is kind of like a weird house. What makes it a chef's home? I don't really know. The kitchen is not that big. I did put a lot of like I think you can see in the master bedroom, I put like cookbooks and stuff like that, like on the nightstand. And I think I put like some other things like that all over the house. And all the I think there's also for a dog, because all of the dog beds are the dog bed that looks like an egg, like a fried egg. Love the dog bed. And it's from, I think, My First Pet stuff, which I know it's controversial. I like My First Pet stuff. Is it stupid that it's a DLC for a DLC? Yes. I don't like that part, but I like the items. But yeah, it's basically like, especially for like when I'm doing like kids rooms or something like that, I loved for My First Pet stuff. And weirdly enough, I used it in this build where there's no kids room, but it's fine. And then this second bedroom, like I said before, in the beginning I was going to make it like kind of a spare bedroom, but it kind of ended up being more of a teens room. You could still use it as a spare bedroom, or you could like redo it into a kids room. Like, you can do whatever to this house as long as you don't upload it to the gallery and claim it as your own. I'm totally fine with whatever you do to it. By the way, if you want to download this from the gallery, it's up there. My gallery ID is asimsas04, as it is on Twitter and Instagram as well. So if you want to find me somewhere, use that. But yeah. Also, my email is, if you ever want to contact me in some way for some reason or another, my email is asimsas0420, like 0420. I did not think when I was doing the email, like I did not notice this until like a few months ago, and then I was like, how do I change my email, because it's basically 420. Did I mean to do that? No. It's because I've used the Simsa04 for a very long time. I think I mentioned this in my last video, but it's because of my birth month. I'm born in April, which is the 4th month. So I used that, and then also the year I created my email was 2020, like last year. So then I just did it 0420, because I couldn't use the Simsa04 because that was already taken, and then I don't know who used this. And a Simsa was also just taken. Kind of hate you, but it's fine. I'm sorry, that's so mean of me. But yeah, so I decided to go with like 0420, but that's so stupid because now it's kind of 420, and I did not mean to do that. And now I just think about it, and I haven't mentioned it in the videos because it hasn't come up, but then now I mention it, and I'm sorry. This voiceover is more chaotic than most of mine are, so I'm sorry about that. Also, I think I should mention that there's kind of like this balcony area. There's basically 3 balcony areas upstairs, but the larger balcony area is basically this like floating piece thing. So kind of to give it some like, I don't know, structure underneath. I used some things from Spot A. I did edit that out because it was so hard for me. Like, it did not want to work with the tool mod, but I made it work in the end. But I kind of used some, I think they're from Spot A. I don't really know what they are, but some things, and kind of put them on an angle so it kind of looks like they are supporting the balcony thing, or porch balcony thing. So it does end up looking okay. I think it's just, if you're wondering what they are and where they came from, yeah, that's where it is. Also, when I need to stop every time I say something, references start to pop into my head, and then now when I said I don't know where it came from, I just got where did it come from, where did it go, where did it come from, Cut Night Joe. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't sing for the life of me. I'm sorry about that, but I need to stop with my referencing. I'm sorry, this voiceover is so weird. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I think we're nearing the end of the video, so that's good. At least that's something. That's at least something. But yeah, that's basically it for this video, and I really hope you liked it. And don't forget to check out Cattsiopeia and Winter Wolf, both of their channels and their videos. I will link them down below. Check them out, follow them everywhere. And yeah, and I really hope you liked this, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and of course subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!